Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's another day in Trang here. Today we're going snorkeling. If you want to go snorkeling, once you arrive in Koh Rok, you can ask the staff at the resort or go into the shopping district and find the boat rental. There are many destinations that you can go for snorkeling. Most people, when they visit Trang, they would go to Emerald Cave, which is like our unseen of Trang. But we have been here multiple times already, and every time we visited the cave. So this time, we decided to do something different. We asked the staff of the recommendation. We wanted to go somewhere with a very beautiful sight, and they said Koh Rok is the most beautiful one, so we decided to go to Koh Rok. It was a 2-hour journey on a long-tail boat. Well, this is the first dive site. We were greeted by a bunch of yellow and black striped fish, as well as these tiny little fish. I was so impressed. I've seen some before when I go snorkeling, but not this many at the same time. Visibility is pretty good, but on camera maybe it looks a little bit murky. But I would say this much of visibility is considered pretty clear. I've been to quite a few dive sites, but I think this is my favorite spot. I don't recall seeing pastel purple coral in my previous dives, so this is kind of special, and it looks so pretty with the colorful fish. I couldn't really go into the water too deep, so I was only on the surface or dive down no more than 3 meters. But you can still see a lot of stuff with that depth, cause the water is pretty shallow. The sunlight reached the bottom and you can see stuff around, which is really nice. I never get tired swimming around with these little ones. Quick note, if you're coming to the beach or the sea or snorkeling, diving, whatever, do not forget to bring your sunscreen. Use the one that's high SPF and PA+++. This time I forgot to bring my usual one, and I just internally assuming that every sunscreen options would be SPF 50. But the one that I bought happened to be only 30, and it didn't really help that much. And the sun is really strong during the day. It can burn you. I never got a sunburn before, but I did this time. So be careful. Get one that you like, and if you can't find one that's coral safe, then make sure you massage everything in, let it sink into your skin before you actually go into the water, so we don't cause much damage to the beautiful reef. Anyways, the fish are so friendly. They come so close and they aren't scared of us at all. By the way, did you notice? My parents aren't really wearing any fins. In Thailand, if we're talking about snorkeling, the equipment that you usually get would be the mask, snorkel, and a life jacket. If you need a pair of fins, then maybe you need to ask. Otherwise, bring your own, cause they won't have them prepared. Normally, Thai people would wear a life jacket like this and only snorkel on the surface. When going on a snorkeling trip, except for the guides and the staff, I don't really recall seeing any Thai person using fins and no life jacket. When I was little, I was told that being in the sea, you need to wear a life jacket, otherwise it would be so dangerous. Which is not entirely wrong, but I feel like if you get to really swim or dive with fins and without life jacket, you'll feel so much more refreshing. I only started doing this after I started freediving when I was 19, but it's better late than never. And now we're at the second dive site. Kicking off with Mama's filming. Normally I prefer long fins because they have better propulsion, but this time I wasn't supposed to go too deep, so I used these short ones. They aren't as good, but they're cute and convenient. I feel like this side has less fish compared to the first one, but the water seems clearer. So that's cool. Alright, let's talk about jellyfish a little bit. If you come across one, don't approach it, just keep your distance. Though some types are said to be not poisonous, still better safe than sorry. Normally, diving staff would prepare vinegar and some meds in case you get stung by plankton or jellyfish, or if you get into some sort of accident. But for local provider like the one that we're with this time, they don't really have those kind of things. So, just in case, bring along your own anti-allergy pill. It seems kinda close here, but actually it's a zoom-in version. When we found this jellyfish, my mom was even further away than I was, but she suddenly got the burning sensation and numbness on the part of her face that wasn't covered with a mask. She got out of the water and took the pill instantly. But the burning sensation lasted for other 2 days or so. Good thing, that was about it. I'm not telling you to be scared. It's pretty much a rare occasion here, but be mindful, yeah? And finally, we're heading to our last dive. The crew mentioned that this site is not accessible when the water is choppy and the weather isn't good. I say we're lucky that today's sunny and the wind is calm. Turned out this side has the clearest water and is the most scenic one. And a giant jellyfish. I didn't want to get close, it looks so scary, even though it's like surrounded by a group of fish, probably eating it. But it was massive. I think it's like more than 1 foot from the look. Maybe 40 centimeters wide? Hard to say. You see, the water is so shallow. Reflection from the surface went straight onto the coral. It gives this sparkling lighting. I like it. And this is basically how I would imagine Fish Kingdom. Today's highlight. After we're done with the dive, we stopped by Koh Rok Island area for some food. But I would not recommend it. The options were limited and it did not taste good. If you weren't starving, then I suggest you keep going to Koh Kradan or somewhere else. Unfortunately, we were starving and we couldn't wait until we get to Koh Kradan. Also, the restroom was not the nicest. Anyways, we got going to Koh Kradan. Last year, the World Beach Guide ranked Koh Kradan in the first place as the world's most beautiful beach, so we came to see. It didn't really feel that special to us though. Maybe partly because it was cloudy. We had some ice cream and chocolate frappe, but it didn't taste good as well. After that, we set off back to Koh Muk. It's another day with beautiful sunset. We had dinner at one of the recommended restaurants. The taste was not to our liking. Dinner from the first day still ranked the best so far. Then we dropped by the pier on our way back and saw a turtle. At first we couldn't really tell if it was actually a turtle or a rock, cause it's hard to tell at night when he was still at the bottom. We waited 10 minutes and were about to leave, but then he surfaced. We were so happy.